Hello, my name is Rachel, and today I will be guiding you through a gentle evening flow. If you're not able to take class with me right now, feel free to go ahead and add this to your watch later and come back later to practice with me. Today I'm wearing a custom outfit by us, and if you're wanting to get one for yourself, feel free to check out the shelf below. So today we're going to get started in a comfortable seated position. You can either sit cross-legged like this or sit back onto the heels in Virasana. You can also grab a block and sit underneath one of those if that feels good. But wherever you are, go ahead and get into a comfortable seated position and close the eyes. And I want you to take both of your palms onto your belly. And as you take a deep inhale through the nose, watch what that feels like as the belly fills up with air, and as you exhale through the mouth, notice what that feels like as the belly empties. And with each deep inhale that you take, I want you to observe that feeling as the belly fills up with air. And with each exhale, notice what it feels like as it empties. And just do that a couple more rounds at your own pace. And whenever your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to that feeling in your belly and to your breath. Take one more round. And with your next exhale, keeping the eyes closed, I want you to bring both palms to touch at the center of the chest and think of one thing that you're grateful for that happened to you today. And just hold on to that gratitude. Feel what it feels like in your body to feel grateful. Before slowly opening up the eyes and making your way into a standing position at the top of the mat. We're going to start in Tadasana, so bringing the feet hips width distance apart, bringing the toes parallel to the front of the mat, and looking at your toes, making sure that all 10 toes are planted firmly on the mat, same with the heels, before bringing the shoulders back, opening up the chest, bringing the palms out to your sides, closing the eyes, and just taking a couple of deep breaths here. As you inhale through the nose, let it all go out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose and sigh it all out. Take one more inhale here. And with your next exhale, gently go ahead and open up the eyes and bring your fingertips onto your shoulders. And just take a couple of shoulder rolls here, starting in one direction. And taking those in the opposite direction. Letting that go, and we're gonna take some back bends here. So bringing your arms, you're gonna bend the elbows, and with your next inhale, bring the palms to touch, look up, and exhale, bend the elbows and come back a couple of inches, getting a nice stretch in the lower back. Inhale as you come on up, and exhale, bending the elbows. Just do that a couple more times, moving with your breath. And with your last back bend, go ahead and release that. And we're going to come into a gentle forward fold. So you want to bend your knees enough so that you can make contact between the belly and the thighs, resting your belly onto the thighs before lowering the head, the neck. And you can either let the arms hang here, or you can bend the elbows and grab for opposite elbows. If it feels good, start to shake the hips from side to side. And when you're ready, settle into that forward fold by taking a couple of deep breaths. With your next inhale, go ahead and slowly roll on up, as slowly as you possibly can, inch by inch. The head and the neck come last. And when you're ready, make your way back into a comfortable seated position. We're going to start with some gentle shoulder rolls here, in whichever direction feels best for you. It's really easy to hold your breath here, so make sure to breathe through this. And take those circles in the other direction. Now go ahead and release that. And with your next inhale, you're going to bring your shoulders up towards the ears, tense the shoulders, and exhale, let it go. Inhale, tense the shoulders up towards your ears, and exhale, let it go. Just do that a couple more times. And with your next exhale, release that and just start to take some gentle rolls with the head and the neck. You can take half circles or full circles. And just take them in both directions, alternating. When you're ready, slowly bring the head back to center, and we're going to do ankle to knee pose here. So you're going to take your right ankle over the left knee and bring your right knee over that left ankle. Flex both feet and just start to take gentle circles with the hips. And take those circles in the other direction. When you're ready, slowly bring yourself up to center. And if this is a deep enough stretch for you, you can stay right here, or you can slowly start to inch your way forward, while keeping that lower back straight and then releasing the shoulders, the head, the neck. And if you want some extra support here, because we're going to be here for a couple of moments, you can grab either a block or two and gently place either the chin or the forehead onto that block. And I want you to breathe into that right hip here. With each exhale, loosening your right hip a little bit more. Take a couple more deep breaths here. And with your next exhale, go ahead and slowly come on up. Move the blocks to the side. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So this time the left ankle is going to come over the right knee, and that left knee over that right ankle. Flex both feet and start to make circles with the hips. And just start to notice here if one side feels tighter than the other. No judgment, but just noticing. And begin to take those circles in the other direction. And when you're ready, slowly bring yourself up back to center. And once again, you can either stay right here, and this side might feel different than the other. So if this side is tighter, and even though you fold it on the other side, you're more than welcome to just stay right here for this side. But if you want something deeper, go ahead and slowly inch your way forward, releasing the head, the neck, shaking out the shoulders, releasing any tension there. And once again, you can take your blocks if that feels good. And just place that forehead onto the block. Breathing into your left hip here. Take a couple more deep breaths here. And with your next exhale, go ahead and slowly roll on up, moving the blocks to the side. And go ahead and straighten out the legs really quick. Just shake out the legs, releasing any tension. You can even slap onto the thighs if that feels good. And when you're ready, we're going to make our way into a tabletop position. When you're in your tabletop, make sure that the shoulders are directly over the wrists and that the hips are directly over the knees. And we're going to take some cat-cows here. So inhale, arch the spine, look forward. And exhale, curl it in. Inhale as you arch the spine, look forward. And exhale, curl it in. Just do this a couple more times at your own pace. And now you can start to make this movement a little more fluid. So with your next inhale, come back onto the heels. And exhale, come forward. Inhale, sit back onto the heels. And exhale, come forward. Just doing that a couple more times. One more time. And now we're going to set up for a child's pose. So you're going to bring the big toes to touch, bring the knees as wide as the mat, sit back onto your heels before slowly making your way down onto the mat. Forehead touches the mat. And if it feels nice, you can go ahead and shake the hips from side to side here. Or massage out the forehead and shake it out from side to side. But when you're ready, settle into this pose by coming back into your natural breath and letting yourself relax here. Take a couple more deep breaths here. And when you're ready, slowly roll on up. And make your way back into a tabletop position. This time you're going to go ahead and tuck the toes and lift your knees a couple inches off of the mat before coming back into a downward facing dog. Since this is our first down dog today, you can go ahead and pedal out the feet and shake the hips from side to side. And when you're ready, settle into your down dog by taking a deep inhale through the nose and a deep exhale out of the mouth. Go ahead and take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Now with your next inhale, look forward toward the wrists and come forward into plank pose. Exhale, upward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, come back for downward facing dog. Now with your next inhale, look forward, come into plank. Exhale, upward facing dog. Take another inhale here. And exhale, downward facing dog. Do that a couple more times at your own pace, moving with your breath. Just do a couple more rounds at your own pace, moving with your breath. And when you're ready, settle into your down dog. And with your next inhale, lift that right leg straight up towards the sky, bend that right knee, and bring it right behind the right wrist, placing it on the mat and setting up for pigeon pose on the right side. So before coming down, make sure that your hips are squared towards the front of the mat. And I like to use blocks here, so I like to put one underneath my chest and one underneath the forehead for support before slowly lowering down. And once again, I want you to breathe into your right hip here. Maybe with each exhale, deepening the pose even more. And with your next exhale, go ahead and slowly roll on up, moving your blocks to the side and making your way back into a downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here and a deep exhale. And with your next inhale, lift your left leg straight up towards the sky, bend that left knee, bring it right behind that left wrist, placing it on the mat, setting up for pigeon pose on the left side. So once again, making sure that your hips are squared towards the front of the mat before coming down either onto your blocks or onto the mat. And this time, breathing into that left side of your body. And when you're ready with that next exhale, go ahead and slowly come on up. Move the blocks to the side. And this time you're going to swing that back leg forward, and we're going to come into a seated forward fold. But I want you to bend your knees here again as much as you need to make contact between the belly and the thighs, and then grab for the backs of the feet. And stay right here, and if you'd like, with each exhale, you can come deeper into the stretch by straightening out the knees a little bit more. With your next exhale, go ahead and straighten out the knees and gently lower yourself back onto the mat. We're going to set up for a bridge pose here. So bending the knees, placing your feet onto the mat, hips width distance apart. You're going to grab for the backs of the heels with the fingertips. And if you can't touch, you're going to scoot your feet a couple inches closer to you until you can touch the backs of the heels with the fingertips. And we're going to take some gentle pulses here. So you're going to lift the hips a couple inches off the mat. And then with your exhale, lower back down. So inhale as you lift, and exhale as you lower. Just do that a couple more times at your own pace. Inhaling as you come up, and exhaling as you lower back down. And with your next exhale, lower back down onto the mat. Bring the knees into the chest for a little squeeze here. You can rock from side to side if that feels good. And then set back up for bridge pose once again, but this time we're going to take a supportive version. So you're going to grab one of your blocks, either on the medium height or the lowest height, and lift your hips a couple inches off of the mat, placing that block right underneath before lowering back down onto the mat, onto the block. Now with your hands, you can either place both palms onto the belly. You can place one on the belly and one on your heart. Or you can open out the arms to the sides, opening up the chest. But whatever you decide, allow yourself to settle into this pose by coming back to your natural breath and just letting yourself feel that support from the block beneath you. And let that support be your safety net to just relax. When you're ready, slowly lift your hips off of that block, bringing the block to the side, lowering your hips onto the mat. And this time bringing your feet mat width apart, bringing the knees into touch, and just shake the knees from side to side. When you're ready, bring the knees back to touch, and we're going to do a final exercise before coming into Shavasana. So go ahead and place both palms onto your belly, or one palm over the belly and one over the heart. And you're going to inhale through the nose for a count of 4, and slowly exhale out of the mouth for a count of 8. Just relaxing your nervous system before coming into your final resting pose. So inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do that a couple more times at your own pace. And when you're ready, go ahead and straighten out the knees, setting up for Shavasana. You can either place both palms onto the belly or open up your arms to the side. And when you're ready, slowly curling over to the right side in a fetal position. Taking your time, keeping your eyes closed, coming into a comfortable seated position at the front of the mat. And once you're there, bringing the palms to touch at the center of your chest and reminding yourself of that thing you said you were grateful for at the start of class. And adding the fact that you took the time to tend to your body and your mind and your spirit and come to class today, to that list. Just taking another moment here to sit with that gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you're wanting to take more yoga classes or fitness classes with us, feel free to download the Yoga Plus app for more. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys later.